one takes care of me. I wanna talk to somebody, but I feel no one relates. I need better now. I think I've lost my way. I'm having battles with faith. It's painted right on my face. I hope better times are coming. No change, but I'm still running. I gotta take control and I won't stop going.
What's up, y'all?
The DM Pod, baby.
Is it the DM Pod?
It could be. It has been.
You know, like when we make our intro song, I think it should be like the DM
The DM Pod.
Well, we're gonna have Drew come back on sometime, probably maybe next week.
Here coming up, yeah.
Yeah, and everything's going, you know, life. You know,
Life is going, bro.
right? It's hard for people out there, man. Just what I want to talk about, man, is like you see all this negativity going around, man, and like I feel like we, as me personally, as a person, to grow better is to lead instead of necessarily following the new, you know, like, or the old whatever, you know, like just be a leader more and more assertive with how I do things.
Right.
For myself, you know.
Right, like pick and choose what is actually important to you rather than what temporarily makes you feel better at the time.
Right. But I mean, like, I feel like that sometimes the pressure of the world gets to people, and look, you can push through it. It's hard. It's really hard. And, you know, like, I don't know what to tell you, but, like, I wish people would just understand that a lot of people have trauma. You never know who you're going to deal with in life, you know?
Oh yeah. I had like a godly experience. So there's this dude at Walmart who basically, I'm not going to say no names or nothing, but he's one of these people that he's always, hey brother, how's it going? Hey, you know, upbeat, good-hearted. And man, we got into a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
And it brought up a name.
Right.
And then that name brought up, he was like, my dad's name's Larry. I was like, Larry what? And he was like, well, I don't want to talk about it, really.
Yeah.
He's like, my dad's incarcerated.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what's he incarcerated for? And he's like, well, it was something that we don't even know if he really did it or not, but it was really bad. And he asked for life in prison. And he was like, I was like, I know your dad.
Yeah.
I was like, I talked to your dad.
Right.
I know the situation that you're talking about.
Right.
And the dude was actually a good person.
Right. Good heart gets old, you know, like.
But I'm talking about his dad.
Yeah, right.
But the devil got him that day.
Right.
And, you know, it was just, you know, it was good decisions that turned into bad decisions. And the bad decisions turned into basically a life-changing moment. And but
you know.
So, but what I want to get at is, so the thing of it is though, is his son is such a godly person,
Right.
and you can tell that he has chose to be that godly person over his trauma that he had been through.
Right.
Because, he's carrying the weight of him and his father on him.
Right.
Not only carrying it in the soul, but, he's trying to right the wrongs that his dad did while he's trying to right his own rights. And he's carrying the weight. And he even tattooed Yahweh on his neck.
Right.
And
everybody has their own cross to bear.
Dude, he has got a battle. And he's young and he's trying to do right, and you can tell that he's trying to do right. And it makes you feel good to see it.
Right.
Almost a little jealous. Like, to be full out showing that commitment. And, because not everyone can hold to that standard.
I mean, it's true because we're not perfect.
I consider myself a godly man, but I'm not perfect.
Right.
I don't do everything that's right all the time.
We battle the flesh, bro.
I mean, I get in my vehicle and be jamming out some music to where I'm like, I probably shouldn't even listen to that.
Right. Like, I feel like I need to go shoot up a block or something, Like, I mean, like, but it's what they promote.
Many men.
It's what I'm gonna be around here. Get to know me, DJ T. No, it's just like I feel like I place a lot of thought on other people's needs over my own, and I feel like the people that do that, it's just because we're genuine, and it'll come back.
Yeah, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I'm also going to tell you that working on someone's ship while your ship's going down
is it just ready to go for failure.
It will sign yourself up for failure. Right. Like, if you both got a hole in your boat and you're helping get the water out of their boat,
yeah,
you got to make sure that they're going to let you on their ship.
That's true. And, I felt that on my soul. One thing that I think that we need to do for ourselves maybe is write down a whole bunch of bad things that we think about ourselves or that stress us, and we need to just burn it. Like, write it on paper and burn it. And, start fresh.
I actually seen a thing online of there's this millionaire, and his perspective of the ideology, basically, of how he conducts business is, instead of saying, these are all the things that I want to do or I need to do with my business,
Right.
he says, what can I do to ruin my business? And then he looks at everything that can ruin his business and makes sure he doesn't do it.
Right.
And how that works for him is, if he's got a plan for what not to do,
Right.
then the things that he does, he can do them better because he knows what mistakes not to make.
Yeah. And
And it's a backwards way of looking at it.
have you heard of the parable son?
Yeah.
You have. I don't know if I've shared it or not, but like,
Drew's shared it with me.
oh really? Yeah. Well, pretty much what it is, and I'm gonna paraphrase it, so don't quote me, but it's in the Bible, and it's a story of a son and his brother, and the oldest son back in the time got everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So his oldest son is more of a party type kind of guy, whatever. And he tells his dad before he dies, like, give me my half. And, after you give me my half, I'm leaving. And he was like, okay. And the other son stayed and worked. Like he always had, you know what I mean? Okay. Well, he goes and parties with all the women, it says, and has wine and all this. And he's gets to the point where he's like, I can't make it no more, and goes back home. And you know how you're like looking across the horizon? His dad was and seen him, and they ran together. When they ran together, he hugged his son that was crying and was like, I'll eat out the pig sloth. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, whatever. And he told his other son, go slaughter the finest lamb.
Right.
And his other son got mad and was like, I've been here, I've been doing the right thing the whole time. And he was like, it doesn't matter. Your brother was lost, but now he's found. And that's just how it is, man. There's times people go astray, and not a lot of people know God,
Oh, well, it's easy to go astray. It's hard to be the one that does right and watch everyone else do wrong.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's something that is a living Bible, is what it's called. You want to know why it's living? Because of the Word. The Word is living.
Right.
I mean, we need to come together as a community. I think we need to help vote good people that are going to help our cities. I think we need to make America back to the way America was.
I think that there's some changes coming.
Oh yeah, DJT. But the real talk about it is, I feel like if people, need somebody to talk to, always feel free to contact us or whatever.
Yeah, I'm completely open to whatever I can do to help someone in a time, or not even a time of need, but just someone that needs to talk.
Not even have to talk back. I'll listen.
Right. I think that's important.
And as men, men, bro, we don't talk about our emotions and stuff. Like,
Typically, right.
we not to other men, nothing. Like, you might have an old lady, but at some point she might throw that back at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tough world with some of that stuff.
Right. And I'm not saying it happens all the time. I'm just saying, the world is coming to an end. Revelations is here. It's full play, and I think it's time we get right.
Well, we live in a time where it's getting too hard to tell the difference between love or hate.
Right.
Sometimes the people that you think love you hate you, and the people that hate you, some of them love you.
Right.
And there's a whole mixture of everything in between, because everyone's got this idea of what they're supposed to be and what's right, and not everyone agrees with those ideas.
Right.
Look at the election. You had some extremes and differences, and one time that extreme of differences caused it to go one way, and then they were like, no, that was too extreme. We need Trump back.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, you're looking at, sometimes, even though you like this free stuff here and free stuff there. Even if it's free, if there's too much government in it, you still can't afford it.
Right.
It still comes at a more cost. Like, our economy is so sky high.
Yeah, especially
You can't even get 2 Subway sandwiches without paying $37.
Right. Because I know you're gonna eat too.
It was me and my dad, thank you. But the moral of the story, what I'm getting at, is $37. You take someone that's making
Dude, you know what?
$10 an hour.
It's a damn
That's
shame.
freaking 4.
It's a damn shame.
That's 4 hours of work to get 2 damn Subway sandwiches.
It's a damn shame.
You can't even kiss your boss's ass and buy him a sandwich. You're like, I need some overtime today to make up for that Subway sandwich I bought.
Right. I want 30 minutes, you know. I'll do another 30 tomorrow.
It's a damn shame.
Yep. I hate that song, but it's true. It's some real stuff.
It's real stuff, no matter. And you know, you got people that are letting real stuff out. And a lot of those people that are doing that have gotten to their mentality of their life. And, you know, I'm sure that there's people that are not right in the head that are giving people advice.
Oh,
All the
I
time.
see it daily in Arkansas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go on over there and touch that fence.
Well, I mean, me myself, you know, I give advice and I talk to people.
I'm not
I
always
know.
right. I know
I am not the best person for advice.
But I also know that I'm not, you know, like, I'm going to let them know if I don't know exactly about it. Like, I'll give you the best advice I would think in my mind, but I'm not telling you to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I battle myself and I battle for people. And sometimes
How many kids? 5?
I got 2 kids.
5?
But I got people that mean a lot to me. And
Oh, yeah.
I do what I can to try to help them as much as I can.
I thought that was Donald Trump hit me up, man. You know, I texted him and was like, hey, let's go golfing for the DM pod. You hear
Yeah.
that, Trump? Golf
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm down.
Me too.
I golf with Trump.
Fuck yeah, I would. Dude, that'd be fun as fuck. Probably either that, Donald Trump, or who would be your other golfer that you would like? John Daly, because I'm an Arkansas dude, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be drunk and smoking cigarettes and whooping our ass.
Is that the type of people you need to be around?
No. He's an Arkansas boy, and I gotta cheer Arkansas. You know,
Right?
he hangs with Kid Rock, and I believe in Kid Rock. I'm just saying.
You know, I seen where Joe Rogan and Kid Rock, and Joe Rogan basically had brought up something, and he was like, you know, it's for Jesus.
Mhm.
And he was like, so you completely and wholeheartedly, you know, believe all that. Because Joe Rogan's kind of, you know,
Right,
He's
he acts
open-
like he's on the fence. I'm not real sure what he is, but
right. And Kid Rock was like, yes. Yeah, I wholeheartedly believe in Jesus. I believe in God. And man, it felt good to see someone famous like that, you know.
you gotta. I mean, like, dude, it says in the Bible, if you denounce my name, then you will not know my kingdom. So, like, you know, you got to think about that. Like, I will tell anybody and their mama, Jesus Christ is the living God. The Holy Spirit is real, and Yahweh is the Almighty.
Well, and you got to think when you say denounce His name, like how much of that is actually like where is the line for that? Do you have to say I don't, or is it your actions that you do show that you don't?
I feel like it's more like how you do you, and the Lord knows you, and the book's already written. Your life's written out. Just write it out.
Well, He gives you choices. You got
He knows
you got
what,
the option.
he knows what you're gonna do. You got the option. That's true. Very true. But He knows what you're gonna do.
And I see, like the story I was telling about the guy in jail. That's generational right there. One man suffered to make another man more godly.
Right.
And the fact that, like, so I could see that,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't. He's stuck in that battle.
Dude. I just know I aspire to be better than what I am, and I try to keep that mentality every day.
Right. I try to live every day as the next day.
And not only that, like I feel like if anybody has any enemies or anything, forgive them, man. Like if anybody does you wrong, forgive them. Don't forget, forgive them, man, and clear that hate out of your heart and come together. Because look, here's the thing, bro. We are not going to evolve unless everybody learns to be civil again. Because civil is no longer. Do you remember like the time where you had to wear dresses as women, you know, when they were like long dresses and stuff, you know, modest? We have no modesty no more. Man, there's so much, it's just, it's the whole world sexualized. It's the same, the devil is here, bro. He's playing.
I mean, look at people in just regular relationships as the...
I mean, Diddy.
Right. I mean, you got Diddy, like, you got men that their whole plan in life is just how they're going to get over on their next person.
Right.
How they're going to hustle up this or hustle up that.
Right.
Or, you know, it's amazing to me how little humankind means to people anymore.
Right. It's like you can almost like see in their faces who's not like, and I'm not judging when I say this, but like if they're demons or not, you know what I mean? If they have demons with them, I feel like you can see it in their face. And that,
I agree, but some of them you can't even see it.
right.
Some of them have got to the point to where they're so demonized that they look, they do have that godly touch to them. You know, they're this leader at a church and they're out doing wrong.
Right.
And you know, that goes all the way back to when Jesus was here.
Right.
So, are things getting worse? Or has it continued to be the way it has been?
That's true.
Is it just people have come up with new ways to cause?
That's true. I don't know. I think that there's a lot that we as people need to wake up to. I feel like, you know, and hopefully Donald Trump will do us some good.
I think he'll do us some good, but it comes down to the people themselves. You know, a lot of people, we really need to work on our hearts and ourselves to be battle ready, to be sensitive, to be kind, to try to treat people how you would want to be treated instead of how they treat you. But that's a powerful statement, man. That
Yeah.
to
And it's hard to do, especially some occasions. You just can't do it. You can't. I mean, who's perfect on that every day?
dude,
you know?
I battle that. There's days that I can go to work and just put up with every stupid thing that happens at work, and there's days that I can barely hold my shit together
Right.
because of, and that's just work. That's not family life. That's not, you know,
Everything.
finances.
Yeah.
Everything. You know, catch myself beating myself down because, you know, I should have made a better decision here.
I'm a
Even my enjoyable things, like
Yeah.
I've been hunting hard here lately.
Man,
I took a
don't
week
hear
of
about it.
vacation,
I don't hear about it.
and I've been hunting, and I have made mistake after mistake after mistake.
Pretty much, he's saying he can't shoot a deer.
I let deer walk because they were small,
So he says.
and then now you can't eat letting walk. You know.
Look, here's the deal. We're gonna have to cut it short. Our battery's running low. But we want the world to know we love y'all. If you have any issues, like if you feel like you need somebody to talk to, if you feel
Do
like,
you think you should be taking on extra kids right now?
yeah, I'm taking you on. But hit us up on the comments, like our page, get us subscribed, man. Like we're good Arkansas people. We're trying to make it, and we're trying to bring some light and some funniness along the way. Anything you want to add?
You know,
He likes me in here. No, I'm just kidding. Oscar Mayer.
the
Oscar Mayer.
the smoky sausage. No, I would just like to add, Mike Tyson's gonna knock out Jake Paul first round.
First round. God bless y'all. Hey, Malvern lost the conference and Glen Rose won.
All right, gotta go.
Bye.
God bless y'all.
Later.